It's Tuesday, and that means Tuesday Tablescape Topics. Today, I want to share with you some super easy, quick, and inexpensive Halloween centerpieces. Halloween centerpieces that I know your friends and family are really going to love and you're going to appreciate because they're not going to take much time, energy, or money for you to create. The first centerpiece I want to share with you, all you need to do is get a simple tray, something like this one. It doesn't, as long as it has that Halloween feel to you, probably something a little darker, whether it's metal or plastic, doesn't really matter that much because what we're going to add to it is what makes it really cute. So what I'm going to add to it is this jar. And this is actually from a Wee yogurt. If you've not tried Wee yogurt, it's really good, not being sponsored by them, but the jars they come in are perfect for a Halloween witch's cauldron. You just take the label off, paint them black, and voila, you have a witch's cauldron. They also come in two different sizes. So that's the taller size. And then these are the smaller sizes, which to me are actually really perfect for that witch's cauldron look. And you're gonna add those to the middle of your tray. And the neat thing with these Wee jars is they're glass, but you're going to be painting the outside so you can put a votive candle on the inside. Perfectly safe because they're glass and the paint is on the outside. So you can either add a votive candle inside your witch's cauldron, or you can just take the battery operated ones, whatever your preference is. But once you have them lit, they look so cute inside. They just really have that kind of spooky look that you're going for a Halloween centerpiece. And it really kind of makes this look a little bit more Halloweenish and more like a witch's cauldron. You need to add witch's brooms. And I have the easiest DIY. I'm going to put the link on that's to my website because they're so easy for you to create. This is what they look like. Aren't they adorable? And you only need two things to make them. So again, I'll put the link down below on my website. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take and lean them against my cauldrons, like so. And that way you really kind of get that look and the feel you're going for, and people understand, oh, those are witches' cauldrons because those are obviously witches' brooms. Let's see if I can put one here. Get that to stand up. Whoops, that one's, let's see if we can turn it. It doesn't want to work for me right now. But anyway, it just takes a little bit of time and some patience and it will stay. There we go. And then maybe we'll take these three and kind of create as if they are sitting in a corner or something. Perfect. There we go. Love it. Super easy, super simple, and very inexpensive to create. And this is definitely a little bit more of that minimalist look for a Halloween centerpiece. All right, I have another idea for you. So let me move this one out of the way. Okay, so when you're thinking about Halloween, I know you're almost always thinking about eerie and spooky and very old, and something that's been sitting around for ages. And the perfect thing for that are tarnished silver platters. This is a raised cake plate. I just got this a week ago at a secondhand store and it only cost me $4 because people are always getting rid of silver pieces because they don't want to take care of them and the polishing and the rest. So they get dingy and very tarnished looking, which is perfect for Halloween and especially those Halloween centerpieces. So go take a look at your secondhand stores because I bet you'll be able to find something. So I'm going to use this, I'm going to put it right in the middle of my table. And then in the middle of my table, I have a really cute black sequined skull that I picked up at my local Dollar Tree. And I sat it inside of another tarnished silver platter. And then I just put some very dark red, almost like as if they're dyed or have dyed flowers around the sides of my skull. I'm going to just take and sit that right there in the middle of my tarnished cake plate. And then I kind of want to decorate it a little bit more. So I grabbed some, again, very dried old looking red flowers. These are DIY Sola flowers that I have dyed this color. I've had them for a while. Super easy to dye Sola flowers, and I'll put the link down below on how to do it. Because the best thing is that you can make them whatever color you want. They can either be these dark black and red ones, you can make bright red ones, you can make blue, yellow, whatever color you want, you can dye them to match. So I'm just gonna put them around the outside and just add a little bit of interest to this tray. And then I thought I might take, this is a bunch from Dollar Tree, you know, these black flowers, and you know, at $1.25 you can just pop them off and add them around it as well, just in whatever way you think works best. And then to kind of really, you could keep going with this and filling it up however much you want and leave it in the middle of your table like this. Or what you can do, if you have a cloche, take and put it over the skeleton, excuse me, the skull head, like so, almost as if it's being preserved. And then move the flowers around it. Let's add another one or two as well, just to kind of give it a little bit more fullness and visual interest. There we go, perfect. And then to kind of just add a little bit more to it, maybe take some spiders, and as if they're crawling on the flowers, and maybe up along the glass as well, if you can get them to sit. And my favorite one is I have this rubber spider. If I can get him to sit up here and stay. Now, if I had like maybe a little glue dot, I would put him, put it underneath him, and that way he would stick perfectly to this. But you know, right now, I think that looks wonderful. And talk about super easy, very inexpensive, and how you can copy this. I know you can easily do that, but this is a wonderful, super simple, kind of contained Halloween centerpiece. All right, so let's go on. I've got another fun idea for you. So let me move this one out of the way. There we go. Okay, so now my next idea is starting with these black candle holders. I've got these from Dollar Tree in the past, and then I also got these lanterns, and the lanterns were white, and I spray painted them black because to me they look like street lights. And again, thinking of Halloween and you're walking down a spooky street, these lanterns are perfect for that look. And the best part about them is you can turn them on. So there we go, and add that on top. Isn't that awesome? Just so, and the way it kind of flickers really adds to that spooky element. So now I'm going to take and add two more. And depending on the length of your table, you can either put these closer together or spread apart or have more of them. Just depends on what works best for you and for your table. And then here's one I've already started where I've got some of that cobwebbing on it. And I'm going to take, and let's just take this one off for a second. I'm going to kind of take and stretch it across. Fun. And then I'm going to take and put this back on top, but maybe let's stretch that cobwebbing around it. Oh my gosh, that's looking awesome, isn't it? All right, and then I've got one for each of the other ones as well. Let's make sure I turn them on first. And then here's the next one. Oh my gosh, that is so fun. And look how easy that is. I mean, we think both of these two pieces came from Dollar Tree, and then the cobwebbing, so cheap. Yeah, to really add to this centerpiece, I don't know if you've seen these. Let me put that up here. These are those DIY ghosts that all you need is the liquid starch and the cheesecloth. They're so easy to make. In fact, I made these over 2 years ago, and I just bring them out every year, but I love the way they look and how you can easily form them. But I also have the link to these on my website as well, and I'll make sure I'll put that down below. So I have 3 of those, So I'm just gonna kind of add them to my scene here. I don't know if I want this one, maybe that's just so you can see it. Put it in front like that, as if the ghosts are walking and haunting the street. Oh my gosh, I just love how simple and easy that is for a Halloween centerpiece. Love that. Okay, I've got one more idea for you, and I'm going to integrate this into my next idea. So you're going to see this in just a second. Come back, but let me take it off the table for right now. Okay, for my last idea, again, when you're thinking of Halloween, you think of spooky and eerie, and you're always thinking of something at night and how things are so dark. So that's where my next idea comes in. I have this black vase filled with the easiest black DIY branches. All I did, went outside, grabbed these branches, spray painted them black, and then put them into my vase. How much easier could that be? And this vase came from our secondhand store, so I only probably spent $1, maybe $2 at the most. So when you think of black spray paint, branches from outside, and a $2 vase, this is like the easiest DIY Halloween centerpiece. And especially if you're really into more of a very simplistic look for Halloween, this works perfectly well for that kind of a look. And you can just kind of move the branches around to fit the look that you're going for on your table. Now I'm going to take and I'm going to embellish this a little bit more. So I've got my vase with my branches coming out of it, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some more branches, but I'm going to lay them on my table. So let's do this one, and we'll just put it right here. There we go. And then I have a second one that I'm going to take and put in front of it. So let's see if I can get this. There we go. And of course, depending on the length of your table, you could spread them out a little further or bring them in more and maybe kind of play with it a little bit. But being able to have these branches on my table as part of my centerpiece, it's really kind of adding to that eerie quality of it. Then to make it even more eerie, let's take some, oh, here we go. More of this cobwebbing. And the neatest thing with this stuff and with my branches is these branches are going to instantly grab this spider cobweb stuff. And it's really going to look almost immediately as if I've got a spider crawling around on here and making its web, especially the way that it just snags this stuff. And you can just pull it and create that visual look that you're going for, and spread it all around your branches. When it's a little too bunched up, just spread it out some more. I want to put a little bit more on this side for you just to see until I do the next step. So let's get that done. Okay, that's perfect for now. Obviously, I could spend some more time and add more of the cobwebs and kind of play with it some more, but you're getting the idea of what I'm going for on this. And now, since I've got the cobwebs in place, I've got to add spiders, right? You have to add more spiders. So let me grab my spiders and let me put a few on here. And the best thing with this web is that these spiders are just going to stick and hold almost any place I put them. And I obviously want to make it look, whoops, that one actually fell down. I want to make it look like they're crawling and making their web. Let's put another one here. Perfect. Here we go. And then I can just fill this in as I want with these spiders. But as I mentioned, this is great just by itself, just a super easy Halloween centerpiece that you can leave on your table, and it definitely has that spooky, eerie kind of feel to it. But if I want to add even more to it, I'm going to bring back those street lanterns. And let's maybe put one here. And maybe let's do another one here. And let me add the lantern there. And maybe we'll add this lantern here. I mean, you can already see where I'm going with this. How cute is that looking? And then maybe we could add our ghosts as if they're walking along the street under the eerie tree. And let's put this one maybe up in front. There we go. Wow. I don't know about you, but I am loving the way this Halloween centerpiece is looking. I hope you like these ideas. If you did, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss my next one. And I look forward to seeing you back here next Tuesday at the table. Bye.